Welcome back to Fix Our Nation. I'm Peter Smith.
And I'm Ted Wesson.
Today we're confronting a disturbing truth. Political violence in America is rising, and it's affecting people across the spectrum, from elected officials to commentators, from attacks on federal buildings in Portland, Oregon, to targeted shootings and assassination attempts. The line between political discourse and violence is dangerously blurred.
We'll break down the real-world examples, explore how rhetoric fuels the extremism, and discuss what Americans can do to push back on this.
The statistics are chilling. According to a 2024 Pew Research Center survey, roughly 1 in 5 Americans believe some level of political violence is justified to protect the nation.
Just think about it. That's roughly 40 million adults across the country, and this spans both major political parties.
The Center for Strategic and International Studies reports that in 2023 alone, there were over 200 politically motivated attacks, compared to under 30 in 2016. Ted, that's nearly a 7-fold increase in less than a decade.
That's insane. Well, let's start look at the Portland, Oregon. After the riots in Portland, Oregon, the protesters began attacking the federal courthouse there with nightly violence. The building was firebombed, the U.S. Marshals were assaulted, and over 100 individuals faced federal charges. We've also seen targeted shootings. In 2017, a left-wing extremist opened fire at the Republican lawmakers during the Congressional baseball practice, seriously wounding Representative Steve Scalise.
In 2022, a plot to assassinate Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh was foiled. Nicholas Rosca admitted to planning the attack and was sentenced to over 8 years in prison.
Then in June of 2025, top Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman, formerly the Speaker of the State House, and her husband were killed at their home in what authorities described as a targeted political assassination.
On the same night, Minnesota lawmaker John Hoffman and his wife were shot and seriously wounded. Investigators say the attacker disguised himself as a police officer and had a handwritten hit list of officials.
That's crazy. These weren't some random acts of violence. They were direct attacks on public office holders. When serving in government becomes the target, the stability of our democracy is under threat. And that, tragically, just a couple of months ago, conservative commentator Charlie Kirk was shot at the Utah University event. That was a politically motivated assassination that shocked not only our nation, but the entire world.
Absolutely. Much of this escalation is fueled by rhetoric. When leaders on both sides use provocative language, it normalizes confrontation over dialogue.
Yes. Do you remember when Maxine Waters told her supporters to get in the faces when confronting Trump administration officials?
An outrageously dangerous thing to say.
Yeah, that remark went viral. That sends a very clear message that aggressive confrontation is acceptable.
And the right has examples too. Some figures have implied people should take back their country by force. This isn't about one party. Both sides can amplify anger for political gain.
Yes, and many social media chat rooms become echo chambers for these messages. Then the algorithms reward the outrage. And in 2023, an MIT study found that false or inflammatory political comments spread 6 times faster than anything that's factual.
This creates echo chambers where compromise feels like betrayal and violence becomes justifiable in the minds of the radicals.
Yes, this isn't just about isolated attacks. It's a direct threat to the republic and the democratic process itself.
Elected officials, judges, local leaders are increasingly intimidated. Reuters reports that more than 1,000 election workers nationwide have received threats since 2020.
That's very sad. So when people are too afraid to serve, the pillars of our democracy weaken. Violence doesn't protect democracy, it just destroys it.
History shows that when violence becomes normalized, freedom suffers.
So what can be done?
Well, first, political leaders must take responsibility for their words. Speech is protected, but when rhetoric incites hostility, it contributes to real-world attacks.
And then second, Americans must engage in dialogue with those they might disagree with, offline, and do it face to face. That way the human connection makes it harder to dehumanize others.
Third, we need transparency in media and accountability in government. When trust erodes, extremism fills the void.
And then ultimately, this isn't about left versus right. It's about right versus wrong. Political violence doesn't fix our nation. It tears it apart.
Ted, what happened to the days not long ago when a conservative president like Ronald Reagan and Democratic Speaker of the House Tip O'Neill could be political opponents during the day, not enemies, and in the evening could be close friends?
Yeah, sadly, it seems like those days have gone.
Thanks for watching Fix Our Nation. Like and share this video to help spread honest dialogue over division. And don't forget to like and subscribe. The only way to fix our nation is together. Watch for our episodes posted at 7 p.m. Monday and Thursday Eastern Time.